welcome to the channel Bob Sales this times next year. The VEVE app are releasing another big book, Incredible Hulk 1962 issue 1. This comic is actually massive in the Marvel universe and the comic book world. This comic is actually marked as the first appearance of the Hulk. Of course, that's one of Marvel's most iconic characters. This issue was created by, of course, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The comic itself actually introduces the main character, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner, a brilliant scientist who is accidentally exposed to the massive dose of gamma radiation. As a result, whenever Banner becomes angry or agitated, he transforms into the Green Hulk. The Hulk possesses immense superhuman strength and durability. As we all know, the angrier the Hulk gets, the more powerful he becomes. In this book, however, the Hulk starts as grey. Marvel later changed the colour into his now signature green for the second issue. This was because the 4-colour printing process at the time meant the grey come out differently on different pages. That is the only reason we have a Green Hulk. In this first issue, the Hulk's origin story is explored, explaining how Bruce Banner became the Hulk and his struggles to control his transformations. This comic also introduces other important characters, including Betty Ross, Banner's love interest, and her father, General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. And that was really hard to say with a list, by the way. Thunderbolt himself actually becomes a major enemy of the Hulk. This goes on throughout the Hulk's history. The first issue of the Incredible Hulk set the foundation for the character's ongoing series, which has had numerous runs and iterations over the years. The Hulk has become a staple of the Marvel universe, appearing in various comic book titles, animated television shows, and blockbuster movies. The character's inner conflict between Banner's intelligence and the Hulk's destructive tendencies has been a reoccurring theme. Although Bruce Banner was recast with Mark Ruffalo for multiple appearances in the MCU, there has never been a sequel to the Incredible Hulk of any kind, or any solo feature for that matter. This is of course down to the rights. So Marvel Studios, and in fact Disney, do not in fact own the distribution rights, although this may have changed or be in the process of being changed. While Marvel Studios has been able to develop MCU projects involving Bruce Banner's Hulk, Universal has first refusal for any projects. This means they'd actually get a larger chunk of the profits if Marvel were to produce any sequels. So any Incredible Hulk or solo projects with Banner as the lead. Now, according to a SEC filing in 2006, it's confirmed that Universal agreed to distribute the Incredible Hulk and any sequels. This would be under the same terms as Marvel's deal with Paramount at the time. To that end, the referenced SEC filing with Paramount laid out terms of distribution within an initial 15-year period. As such, that suggests the distribution rights for the Incredible Hulk would be set to revert to Marvel in June of 2023. This is based upon the movie's June release date in 2008. So the 2008's The Incredible Hulk has actually begun streaming on Disney Plus since June the 16th. This of course is a very positive sign that it certainly supports the idea that Marvel Studios recently got the Hulk rights back. Disney and Marvel have been adding to their Marvel library since the beginning of Disney Plus in 2019. The streaming service is now only missing 2 past MCU movies, Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man No Way Home. That being said, it's possible Marvel Studios and Universal simply struck a deal for the Incredible Hulk to be released on Disney Plus. This would be similar to the first wave of Spider-Man movies recently added to the service via a special deal Marvel made with Sony Pictures. However, in my opinion, it's more likely that the distribution rights have lapsed. This is a very exciting prospect considering the future opportunities that would now be open for the MCU concerning Bruce Banner's Hulk. Currently, there have been a handful of recent Hulk-related teasers within the MCU. Marvel's She-Hulk, for instance. Attorney of law included Bruce Banner. He was responsible for giving his cousin, Jennifer Walters, powers through his gamma-irradiated blood. However, Banner was eventually called away to space. It was actually later revealed in the series, and yes, this is going to be a spoiler, so this is a spoiler warning now.
What's in that book?
Spoilers.
Who are you? Who are you to me?
Again, spoilers.
At the end of that series, the Hulk now had a son hailing from the same planet, Saka, where the Hulk had a career as a cosmic gladiator for a couple of years, as seen in Ragnarok. As such, all these teasers suggest a new Hulk movie could adapt a version of the comics World War Hulk. Additionally, it's been confirmed in the upcoming Captain America Brave New World will feature appearance from Liv Tyler, Betty Ross, also in this book. This is of course Bruce Banner's original love interest, who hasn't been featured since 2008's The Incredible Hulk film. We do know that Harrison Ford is going to be playing General Thaddeus Thunderbolt in a new Captain America movie, but did you know the Red Hulk is the character's alter ego? So will Harrison Ford, an 80-year-old man, be playing the Red Hulk? Also, Harrison was actually pictured with very ripped jeans on the set. This could be the Hulk's transformation stage. Another completely random side note is Neymar. Neymar actually has the same deal as they have with Bruce Banner's Hulk and Universal. So Disney Marvel can use in film, but they can't use for single-use movies or solo movies, as again Universal have the distribution rights. So considering Neymar's Black Panther appearance wasn't that long ago, it could be some time waiting for a movie. So I'm sorry to burst your bubble if you think that FA Neymar actually held any significance, because you're going to be at least waiting 15 years to get a solo Neymar film. Now back to the Hulk comic itself. Now this comic's in real life value is huge. A graded white page 9.2 will cost you a whopping $336,000. Judging by the age of this comic, I think it's actually 60 years old. I'm surprised there's even a 9.2 available. So as you probably know by now, the first appearance of the Incredible Hulk drops on Thursday the 22nd of June. This is of course 8 AM PT, which is 4 PM UK time. Box price for this item is going to be 20 gems, and there's actually going to be 10,000 editions. The first available mint for sale is 186, and a total of 375 editions will be kept by VEVE and the licensors. The common classic cover is going to be minting 6,000 editions. The uncommon variant is going to be minting 2,250 editions. The rare is going to be minting 1,000 editions. The ultra rare is going to be minting 500 editions. And the secret rare is going to be minting 250 editions. Now the big thing about this article, I don't actually see anything about a waitlist. So we'll go to the comments section and have a look. So one of the users has actually asked no waitlist, and VEVE has actually responded. VEVE have actually said that the waitlist for comics is still in development. I'm not being funny, but I can't imagine there's a big difference between the two. Surely it's the same operating system. So fortunately with this drop, you are going to see a lot of bot accounts. This drop is 100% worth going for, and I do expect all variants to stay over box price. Now I'm actually surprised with this one. You can actually mint 5 on drop day. So not only is there no waitlist, but you can also mint 5. So this could be botted galore. So there is definitely going to be a downside to this drop. So even though I'm not a fan of the waitlist, I am actually a bit disappointed that we're not doing this with a waitlist.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature. And I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
So I've been your host Bob Sales. This time next year we will be millionaires. Peace.